All right, guys. So we are officially all done with day 4 of the Wealthy Trustee Workshop. So today we went over a lot of information. So we first started off by applying for our EIN with the IRS for a business trust. And then we went into actually doing our board meeting minutes to open up our bank account. So we documented the operation of us opening up a bank account. And then we went into promissory notes so that we can document how much we're going to fund our trust fund with and pretty much how much is going to go into that bank account. And then we dived into business credit and how to actually establish business credit, all of those different steps involved. And then we ended off with applying for a DUNS number and creating our business credit profile. So we have done so much today, you guys, and I want to go ahead and open up the floor so that I can answer any questions that you guys might have on the information that we went over specifically today, okay? So the first person I have here is Z. Hey, Z.
Hey,
How are
oh,
you?
that was a lot. Okay, so I wanted to know, um, for the the meetings and stuff. All right, so do all of them, I mean, would someone have to do all of them in one day, or they could be different days?
Oh yeah, they could be different days and times. It's up to you. So you don't have to have all 3 meetings in one day. I was just using that as a simple example. But some you might not even be operating all 3 trusts. You might just only start operating the business trust and the family trust, and then maybe, a year down the line, you start using the ministry trust. So it's just based off of whichever ones that you are actively using, and then whatever day that you and the board of trustees, gather together to do a meeting, okay?
Okay, and as far as the meetings go, you talked about the location. So if it's a Zoom meeting, we will put the address of where the first trustee is located. So
Yeah, you
if
can.
someone's in Puerto Rico, but everybody else is somewhere else, use that.
Yep.
Okay. And because don't some have like a Zoom link? Would you put the link or the number inside of the minutes too, or no?
You can. Yeah, you can put virtual meeting and then you can put the meeting ID number. Yep.
Okay. Now, also, as far as the trustee, if they're not there at the time when when you doing the bank account, can you then add them later, like at a later time?
Absolutely. Yep. You can add them at any point in time. So they would have to go to the bank, provide their identification and then sign with a banker to be added to the account as an authorized signer for that account.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome, Z. Thank you. Hey, Hassan.
Hi, Christina.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Awesome. Wonderful. Splendid.
Nice. I have two questions actually. Now, for the business number, I know you said you talked about the school of bosses. Now, is there a way that I can get access to that because I would like to have a business number?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you guys are interested in running an online business, or if you need a business number or an online presence like a website, landing page, all that stuff, you can get all of that stuff that is actually going to make you look credible and fundable with these companies through the School of Bosses. So you have to go to the schoolofbosses.com. So I'll go ahead and put the website in the chat so that you're able to access it.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Second question. Okay, and for the EIN, do we put the business number in that or do we use our own personal number?
So everything should be business related. If you don't have a business number, you might want to wait. Because if not, then they're gonna have your personal number, and you can leave it like that if you want to, or you could update that information, and you would have to do an 8822B form in order to update whatever information that you put on that EIN application.
I'll just wait. That's it.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome. All right. Next, we have Jen. Hey, Jen.
Hi, Christina. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you today?
Good. I'm good. Thank you. Couple of questions. So if you already have, so let's say the business structure is an LLC that then goes to a holdings company, you can then have that, for lack of a better term, move funds into a business trust, correct?
Okay, I didn't really follow your question. Say it again. You have an LLC that's owned by a
Holdings company, and then you can then have that transfer funds to a business trust
Yes, correct.
for
Yeah.
asset protection. Okay.
Yeah,
And would
absolutely.
that still remain secure and anonymous to an extent?
So, okay, so the business trust is going to have what position within your structure? So is it going to be an authorized member of the LLC, or is it going to be an officer in the S corp? I mean, is the holding company a corp, or what is it?
I
Or is it
haven't quite I
LLC?
haven't quite done my full research on how I want to fully structure.
I think it was, I think it was
From
breaking.
what I
Okay,
sorry.
so let me ask you this. So your LLC, you're going to have it be owned by another entity, and that entity is what? Is it a statutory entity?
Yes.
Okay. So it's owned by another entity that's a statutory entity. You can have that entity be owned by the business trust.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And with that can be the same, or let me ask that differently. Can that be the same structure for a ministry?
It can, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, got it. And then I believe you mentioned earlier on that you can have the same address and phone number across the different trusts when you're setting up the EIN. Is that the same for these lenders when we're looking to build business credit?
Absolutely, yeah. So with the address and the phone number, right? You just want to make sure that the whatever entity, so the business trust that you're using to build business credit, that is all on the commercial side. That is all on the public side. That is not going to be private, right? Because now what you're doing is you're showing there's an entity, here's the address, here's the phone number, here's the representative. So whatever you're using for that public entity that you're building credit with, whatever address and phone number, do not use that for your private entities. Don't use it for your family trust, your ministry trust, or another business trust that is going to remain outside of the public. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
make sure that you separate the two.
I understood. So ideally you want to have a set for your public entity and a set for your private. Okay. Meaning an address, phone number for public and address, phone number for private.
Yep, absolutely. 100%, Jen.
Okay. Understood. Thank you.
You're so welcome, Jen. All right. So next we have Namir. Hey. Hey, Namir. I can't hear you.
Greeting. Peace and love. So with that being said, so with the iPostal, you don't want to use that one iPostal for all addresses?
You can use it for all the private addresses, you don't want to use that one. So if you have your 3 trusts, all of them are private, you use one iPostal address for all 3. If you decide, oh, I want to build business credit, don't use the same address.
So we'll get another iPostal.
Yeah, you can get another iPostal, or you could use your home address or whatever other address you want to use. Whatever other address you want to use.
For Dun and Bradstreet, right?
You can whatever other address you want to use. Just don't use the same one for the private entities.
Gratitude.
Alrighty, awesome. All right. Any other questions? I know we went over a lot.
Oh,
So
I got one more.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. So, man, also before you do any of this applying, you want to make sure that the addresses is right. So you don't want to be applying. And you said the iPostal link is in the chat too, or is in that email you sent?
It's in the email. It's in the email. The iPostal link. Did you get the email, Namir?
I did.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Okay. All right. Awesome. So, yep, it's in the email. And I'll have my assistant put it in the chat tomorrow. So tomorrow you guys will have all the links and readily available in the chat. So I was gonna touch on something that you had mentioned, Namir, which is super important, which is the address, right? So with the address, you have to make sure that you are using it identically the way that it is on your profile. So the way that you're putting the address on the EIN application is identically the way that you want to put the address on your DMB profile, as well as every single application, Net 30 or credit application. Meaning that, for example, my address is 848 Brickell Avenue, right? So every single time that I use that address, I need to use Brickell Avenue. But when I go and put it in the EIN application, they shorten it. They put Brickell Ave, AVE, instead of the whole word avenue. So however it is how you need to use it. So if you're using Brickell Ave, then you need to use Brickell Ave for the 411, for the EIN, for the DMB, for the all of the Net 30 applications, right? So the way that it is, because if the address is different, meaning I have one credit application that says Brickell Ave, the other one says Brickell Avenue, those are 2 different addresses. And now it's going to put you in a situation where they have created 2 different profiles, one with Brickell Ave and the other one with Brickell Avenue. Those are 2 separate addresses. So you want to make sure that you are consistent, using the same information and using it identically, to the T. Don't shorten anything. Or if you are shortening everything, just make sure you're using that shorter version everywhere. Okay. So, all right. So that's it with when it comes to the addresses. So, Namir, are you all set? I'm going to go to the next person.
Okay, I got one more question. Abbreviations. When you do those abbreviations, right? I was under the impression that it puts you in a federal jurisdiction. Is that true?
I'm not sure.
Abbreviations. Okay,
I'm not sure.
that's it.
So you research it and let us know tomorrow, okay?
Oh, I was trying to get confirmation. I know it does. It does. Yes. So you always want to write out every name, right? It's just like the IRS. You don't want to put IRS. Really, you want to put Internal Revenue Service, right? It's 2 different addresses, like you said. Like, so you want to be right and exact. That's what I was always taught, right? And with this, you gotta, if it is, how you say, mean what you say and say what you mean, right? You can't leave it for assumption.
Exactly. I agree with you. We in alignment. All right, so I'm gonna go to the next person. We have Sonia. Hey, Sonia, how are you?
Good afternoon. Quick question. So as far as the LLC, I created my business trust. Now I want to add my LLC into the trust. If I'm going to have a brick and mortar for the LLC, wouldn't that put me in the public for people to be able to Google me? But it will technically be under the business trust, so my name wouldn't particularly show. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, so your LLC has a commercial location and your
Mhm.
LLC is a part of the public. But like because it's a part of the public, the LLC, when they go to look it up, it's going to show that it's owned by an entity and not by you. So you still not going to have any like your personal name tied to the entity. But your holding company, which is your business trust, is going to be tied to the entity.
Okay, I just wanted to verify that. Thank you.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
one more quick question. So both of them have to have their own phone numbers too, right? Because it's the business trust and then the LLC should technically have another phone number.
Yeah, they should.
Okay,
Yeah, they should.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Don, how are you?
I'm good. How
All
are you
right.
today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Um,
Splendid.
So you
Spectacular.
may have, I'm happy to hear it. You may have answered this question already. I think I heard the answer, but I just need a little clarity. So when you're applying for a DUNS number, you and you have an LLC under your business trust, um, you're not applying for the trust itself to have the DUNS number. You're applying for the LLC to get the number.
No. So whatever, it's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. But if you're doing a DUNS application, whatever legal business name that you put there, you're applying for that legal business to get a DUNS number. So if you're putting the business trust name, then the business trust is getting a DUNS number. If you're putting the name of the LLC, then the LLC is getting a DUNS number.
Do you recommend that they both have it? Or let's say, for instance, you have two
Oh yeah,
LLCs
for
in your
sure.
trust.
For
You would want the LLC, both LLCs to have one and the trust to have a DUNS number as well?
So which entities are you going to use to build credit? So if you have an LLC, I would tell you build credit on your LLC versus your business trust.
Okay.
That's why I'm telling you, right? Your business trust, you want it to remain private, but if you don't have an LLC, or a corporation or any of those statutory public entities, right? If you don't have any choice, then create two business trusts, one for the public, the other one for the private, right? But
Right.
you already have an LLC or a corporation, build credit off of that entity because it's already a part of the public. It's inevitable, right?
Okay.
So you have to just determine, hey, which entities do I want to use to build credit? I will tell you this when it comes to funding, and Brian will also tell you this. When it comes to funding, it's easier to get funding for an LLC than it is for a trust. Can you get funding for a trust? Yes, absolutely. Hands down, no problem. But let's just say there's 200 companies or banks available to give you funding for an LLC. But for a trust, there's only 20 available. Do you see the difference?
Yes.
You're limited. You have 200 available. It's wide open over here. But for the trust, you're very limited. You only have 20 companies that are going to issue you, a home equity line of credit, a business line of credit, a personal loan, things like that, right?
Mhm.
So that's what I mean. So now if you have that LLC, go ahead and build credit on that LLC. And
Perfect.
if
Thank
you're
you.
building credit on that LLC, then go ahead and get a DUNS number for it. And if you've already been doing business, you probably already have a DUNS number. So go to where it says look up your DUNS number, put the address that's associated with that LLC and put the name of that LLC, and I bet you that it's going to come up if you've already been having some type of transactions.
Thank you. You answered my question. I was just a little confused. I'm like, well, you might have answered it, but this is way more clear to me now. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Dawn. You got this, girl. So everybody look out for a text message when the business funding class is going to be rescheduled, okay? So it'll be sometime next week. Probably Tuesday. Because Tuesday, I like Tuesday. That's a good day. So who do we have next? We have Chloe. Hey Chloe. Is that am I saying your name right?
Yes, hello.
How are you, Chloe?
I'm good. How are you, Miss Christina?
I am doing wonderful. I am blessed and highly favored by the Lord.
Yes, ma'am. Hello to everybody. My name is Chloe. I don't have any questions at the moment. I just want to say I'm excited to be here and to be surrounded by amazing people, amazing energy, and just thank you for this wealth of knowledge. Gratitude to my father, Dennis Lagarde, and gratitude to my mom, and just give and thankful for them for giving me the opportunity to change the course of our families and moving forward to tap into that wealth, to that freedom, and just going out of control. So thank you for this, and can't wait for the rest of the days. Thank you.
Oh my God, you just put such a big smile on my face, Chloe. How old are you?
I'm 23.
23. That is absolutely a blessing. Your dad, he called me, what was it? I think it was yesterday. And he's like, I'm putting Chloe on the call. She needs to be able to get access to this information. He's putting you in position to, to change the trajectory of your life. And he's doing such a phenomenal job. So shout out to Dennis for including his daughter, Chloe, and they're a dynamic duo, and for us, putting our kids in position. So this is absolutely phenomenal. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you are soaking in this information, especially like at a young age. I will tell you at 23, I didn't know this information. I didn't start my business till I was 25. And I had to go get the information from somewhere. And so you are in the right place, right space, and we welcome you with open arms. So after this call, I want to get your information so I could put you in the Facebook group and the Telegram group, okay? And we are here for you, Chloe.
And I didn't get this information until I was in my 70s, so you're on the right track.
Thank you. Very blessed to be here.
Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, this is just a blessing. This is a blessing. I love it. I love it. So God bless you, Chloe. And God bless your father, Dennis. He is just doing a phenomenal job. So and thank you for being here. So keep coming. So next we have Namir. Hey, Namir.
Greetings, Christina.
What's up?
So my next question was, dang it was right on the tip of my tongue, but it was about if you already have an LLC, right? You were saying, so you don't want to. I thought you said it was some kind of way we put the business into the trust.
The business into the trust?
Yeah. Or
absolutely.
Some kind of way it's linked to it or something you were saying, right?
Yeah,
but that's on the private side.
Okay, so we're gonna do that tomorrow. You jump in the gun, Namir, okay? We got one more day. You already,
I didn't know.
You already in Friday. Today's still Thursday.
Well, the lady says about having a business already, right? So I already kind of operate my own little business. I was trying to do this, like the lady said at 7. I'm doing it now at 40-some years old. So I'm like, man, this information is so phenomenal too. So it's like I was already operating, but I won't moving like I was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing. You know, you just jump out there. You're just doing it. You're doing something. You know, action. So So like I said, I got to do some backtracking myself and get back on track because I thought I was doing right. But you done came through with the whip, girl.
Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to show you how to put your assets into the trust. So your LLC, your corporation, those are assets. That's the way you have to look at it. You have to look at it as an asset. So because you already have an existing company, that asset is going to go inside of your business trust. Your business trust is now going to be the owner of that asset.
And then also, right, what I was told, right, also what I was told, well, you kind of got to know it too, because like when they start us off like with this, because we own I told you, as dealing with the more science, right, is teaching us, right, that they already have these trust accounts set up in our names and blah 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 blah. So when they actually take your name and put it over and give you a social security number, you should have a DUNS number already for your name, because your name is really a business already, right? So I'm kind of just, I'm coming from that information to here, like even with the compound interest, I'm like, this is it. This is the, this is the, what do you say, the upper echelon of.
Hey!
Oh my goodness, girl! I'm telling you, turn around. You got wings on your back.
Wings. I got wings and a halo. I know who I am. Okay.
Angel, angel.
I
am done with you.
Okay. Oh, okay, Namir. So anyways, you're going to have to stay tuned for tomorrow, okay? We're going to be going over assets and stuff. So stop trying to jump the whatever they call it. So now
I didn't do it, blame her.
Yeah. So we got two more people here we have, and then we're going to wrap it up, you guys, because tomorrow is a wealth of information. So we have Dina. Hey, Dina, how are you? And then after
Hi, good to see you again. I just wanted to ask you a quick question. How much does it cost to get the EIN?
The EIN is free. It's free.
Let me tell you this, Christina. Last night I was upset about the fact that I didn't get it done because you was going too fast for me. 3 o'clock in the morning, I got up and I tried to do it. And when I tried to do it, I got to the end and it told me it was going to cost $250.
What?
But guess what?
Okay.
I'm telling you, this is what really happened. I guess what? I hit the button, and for whatever reason, it kept it froze and it wouldn't go through. It wouldn't go through. And then I woke up and I said, you know what? I'm just so tired. I woke up and I looked again, and then I seen where it was free.
Hey, rejection is God.
That was nothing but a blessing. That was God right there. That was God right there.
Your rejection is God protection.
$250. And it wouldn't go through. Yes. I just had to share that with you.
Yes.
I'm waiting. And I don't care. I'm going to take my time this time.
Yes, please do. Please do. And I'm here to help. My team is here to help. So with that, you ended up in the wrong website, right? Because there are other websites. It's not irs.gov. It's say like EIN.com, IRSEIN.com, all of those other stuff. It's not the official website for the IRS. The IRS will never ask you for $1. So that's why that happened. So you probably ended up in a third-party website that want to charge you $200. So don't do that. We had a couple of students that did that, and it's like, and so they went and tried to get a refund because your EIN is absolutely free. So we can definitely go through that. So one thing I recommend is going to the replay, because I know that I go fast and I'm apologetic about going fast, but I have to stay within the 3 hours that I'm allowed. Okay, so watch the replay, and if you
I don't know how to find my replay. If you show me how to find the replay, then I'll go back. I'll take my time this time, and I will go back. How do I find the replay though?
Okay, so when you log in, do you know when you log in to the course, do you see like two separate things hold on one second. Two separate, what
Tell me
I,
what it looked like. Yeah.
I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what it's called. Two separate courses. I don't know. Hold on. Let me show you because I'm just such a visual person.
So yeah,
So
it's separate boxes. That's
two separate boxes. There you go. Two separate boxes.
separate boxes.
Separate boxes. I should be looking for two separate
Hold on.
boxes. This is
Yeah, one of them says workshop training. The other one has
let me see.
and then like on your left hand side, it's a bunch of workshops. And then you could just simply just
Are the replays only accessible for the people who have the done with you, or is it just,
Yeah.
or is it
Yeah.
for the people that's DIY?
It's for done with you.
so yeah, it's two boxes. One of them say Wealthy Trust Program, and then the other one says Workshop Training Recordings.
And the workshop training recording. Okay.
Yeah. So you just click on the
So,
Workshop Training Recordings.
yeah.
And then it'll show you. It's gonna have the date on there. It's gonna say June 24th. And then you
All
just
right. I will go back in and try. I'm probably just overlooking it, but I'm gonna go back in and try to find it and take my time. But I just want to say I thank God that He saw me making that mistake, and the Spirit of the Most High just came and blocked it. So thank you, Christina, for everything you're doing. This is new for me, so it'll take me a little bit longer to catch on, but I'm not going to give up. Thank you again.
Yeah. So Evangelist, all you do is when you log in, you're gonna
Uh-huh.
log in, with your email or whatnot, and then it's gonna say all courses or my courses. You're just gonna click on all courses, and then it'll show you where it says the workshop training, and you'll be good.
Oh, thank you so much. Be blessed.
All right, no problem.
Thank you, Kurt. Appreciate that. So I'm gonna show, can you see my screen here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So when you log in, this is what you see, right? So like Kurt said, all courses, right? And so you should have two of them here. You should have one that says workshop training recordings, and then the other one is the Wealthy Trustee program. So this is the course with all the resources, but then this is where all of the recordings are for these sessions that we're doing this week. Okay. So you're just going to click on it and it's going to let you in. So now let's looks like. So it lets us in. And so now these are all of the workshops. So you see it has the date and the year, right? So this is July 3rd to the 7th, 2023. So you're going to scroll down all the way to the bottom. And then you should see the one that we're doing this week. So you see it say workshop June 24 to 28, 2024. So you're going to click there. And then now you see that it has day 1, day 2, and day 3 available. So, so then what you want to do is you just want to click on whichever one that you need, right? So later, after we're done on this call, then my assistant, she's going to upload day 4 for you. So you just click on day 1, right? And then you're able to watch the recording. So this is the recording that we did on Monday. So you got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday right here, ready for you guys to watch it because yes, I do go fast.
Okay, that helps so much, so much. Okay, I'm gonna go back and listen, and I'll take my time this time. I sure ain't gonna get nobody $50. That's for sure.
That's
all
for
right.
sure.
Look at be blessed.
Don't make that mistake. All right. Okay, next we have Connie. Hi, Miss Connie.
Hi, sweetheart. Listen, quick question. Can I get the business number through the School of Bosses? Is that what you said?
Yeah, absolutely. So everything that you need to run your business, you can get it through the School of Bosses, right? So if you need, if you need the online presence, like the website or a landing page, or you need a business phone number, you need the Google My Business, all of that stuff, your domain, you can get it through the School of Bosses.
Amazing. Absolutely. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, next we have Kurt. Hey, Kurt.
Hey, how you doing? So I didn't want to say, I didn't have a question. I just wanted to say, the, so guys, with the School of Bosses, I'm just gonna be very honest with you guys. I ordered it. Um, that's probably one of the best platforms you can probably get, when you want to automate your business. So you see the way Christine has everything set up for us, like in so much of a simple form. Um, she's using the School of Bosses to get this set up like this. So when you want to run your business, I'm talking about automated. I would legitimately say that the School of Bosses is probably one of the best setups that you can probably, it's self-explanatory. So that's all I want to say. I ain't want to do too much talking. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you, Christina, for everything.
Thank you, Kurt. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So, Kurt is one of our rock stars over there on the School of Bosses, and I am appreciative of everything he just said because he's right. So with the School of Bosses, you can automate your entire business. You can run it online. You can get whatever kind of digital leads, marketing, everything that you need for your business, you can get it through that platform. So it's an all-in-one platform and it comes highly recommended. So a lot of our students are in the School of Bosses, and now we're like pretty much training you guys on how to do digital products, how to get passive income through like these courses and ebooks, and how to do it online, right? Because a lot of us, we are running our brick and mortars, or we're still in our 9 to 5. And so we need to find another stream of income. That income could be passive. And then we could also be doing it online and making money in our sleep. So thank you, Kurt, for that. And shout out to everyone who's in the School of Bosses. So there's a couple of us in the School of Bosses. So with that being said, get in there if you are intentional about running your business online and about learning these different skills on how to create passive income online, leveraging this platform. So we got 2 more questions and then we're going to wrap it up for today, you guys. And I do have a lot planned for you guys tomorrow. So I have Z and then I have Ms. Bay, and then we are going to wrap it up for today.
Okay, I just wanted to know, will you be updating the documents and stuff that all the documents that you have in the DIY? Because I tried to print because my trust got wet, so I had to print another one, and it was some of the stuff that you had on that one was not on the ones that are in the that's on the platform for DIY.
Okay, so all of them should have been updated, but I'll have my assistant go ahead and double check and make sure. It depends on it depends on which one you actually printed from. So I'm gonna have her go through there with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that every single template is the most up-to-date version of it, because we're just constantly improving things and making them better. So, so thank you for bringing that to my attention, and I'll have my team work on it today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Z. All right, Miss Bay. Miss Bay is our VIP.
Oldest.
And she's the last question that we have for today, and then we are going to wrap it up. I got some homework for you guys, and I'm going to let you know what to expect for tomorrow. Hey, Miss Bay.
Hey, how you guys doing? I just wanted to ask a simple question. I know you said something about something was $2 on the School Bosses. What was that? The phone number? 1-800
Yeah,
number?
Yeah, exactly. If you want a toll-free number, it's as little as, or if you want a business phone number, it's as little as $2. So you just pay $2 and you have this business phone number.
How do you go about doing that? You have to join School of Bosses or what?
Yeah, you do. You have, so if you want to get a number through the School of Bosses, you have to be a member of the School of Bosses. So the membership for the School of Bosses is only $99 a month. And that's what puts you in position to, to be able to run your business online efficiently and effectively. And we show you the ropes, and my team, they build out everything for you. So whatever
Yeah,
it
I
is.
look at the video and it was very thorough, just like you are right now. You're so thorough. And everything you do, you are, I mean, on point, point by point. So I appreciate it. Eventually I will get there, but to the School of Bosses. But I recommend it. From what I've seen, it's like just what you need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Thank you.
all I wanted to ask.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So that is it for today, you guys. So we're gonna conclude day 4 of our Wealthy Trustee workshop. I do have homework for you guys. So my homework is I need you to get into the Facebook group. And inside of the Facebook group, what I want you guys to do is I want you to go ahead and post and to let us know which banks you're going to use to open up your bank account, right? Because today we went over what the operation procedures are for you opening up the bank account for the trust. So let us know which banks you're choosing in order to open up your trust so that we can hold you accountable. That's what we're here for. We're here to hold you accountable every single step of the way, to make sure that you actually set up all 3 of your trusts, to make sure that you actually get them notarized, that you open up your bank account, and that you transfer your assets. Okay, so that's the homework for today. Get into the Facebook group, post, let us know which banks that you chose in order to establish your banking relationships for your trust entities. All right, the next announcement that I have is I want you to start working on that's the second piece of homework, is to start working on the asset inventory list. So from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you guys should have received in your emails the asset inventory list, okay? So that is a worksheet for you guys to actually take an inventory of your assets, right? So if you don't know what assets you have, then you don't know which assets you're going to put inside the trust and which assets you're going to leave outside the trust, right? Not every single asset qualifies to go inside the trust. So with that being said, I need you to take an inventory of your assets, see what you have, because sometimes you don't even remember that you had a retirement account from 20 years ago from so-and-so employer, right? So this is a really good worksheet for you guys. Work on that worksheet, because tomorrow what we're going to be doing is we are going to be actually transferring our assets, okay? So tomorrow you are going to receive an email 1 hour before the workshop. And in that email, you're going to have the resources and templates that you're going to need for our workshop. So tomorrow we're going to be focused on transferring assets. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to work on actually setting up our setting up our quitclaim deeds so that we can put our primary residence into the trust, you guys, okay? So if you're transferring your house or any form of real estate, we're going to fill out the quitclaim deeds. The second thing is if you're putting a vehicle into the trust, we're going to fill out those bill of sales so that you can submit them to the DMV. The third thing that we're going to do is we're going to put our businesses into the business trust. So we're going to fill out the business purchase agreement so that we show that we're no longer owners of the business, and now the business is owned by the trust and the trust has full liability. And I'm going to show you how to do the amendments with the Secretary of State so that you can remove yourself as the owner of that company, and then you can now put the business trust as the owner of the company. And then the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to learn about infinite banking. So I have a guest speaker who's coming in. She's going to come in. She is a specialist. So she has been in insurance for over 13 years, and she's going to come in and teach us how to actually set up our private money bank. And what I mean is we are going to actually, she's going to teach us how to actually get these insurance policies, right, that are building cash value. So they could be the whole life policies, the index universal life policies. So she's going to educate us on that. And then she's going to show us how we're going to have the trust be the owner of the policies, the payer of the policies, and the beneficiary of the policies. So she's coming in to educate us on that information, and we're going to leave here with all of the tools and resources that we need, okay? So that is my plan for you guys tomorrow. We're going to start at the same time. So we're going to start at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please be mindful of your time zone because we're not all in the same time zone, okay? We have people in California and in the West Coast, as well as over here on the East Coast and Central. So with that being said, I will see you guys here tomorrow at this space and place on Zoom so that we can hit the ground running with transferring assets and learning about infinite banking, okay? So everyone have a blessed and amazing day.